Um, righty, boy. I've been doing pretty good on uploads today, and this update came out a long time ago for Anime Last Stand. Probably wondering, why am I back on this trash game? Really? Why am I back on this trash game? I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because like I hold this enemy tower defense game like near and dear close to my heart, or it's just like after seeing the potential and just looking at it like I keep giving it chances and it all goes to waste. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about this update log. Gachi Akuda. This anime, I'm not gonna lie. I wanna get into the anime, but I don't know when I'm ever gonna watch anime again as of right now due to my situations that I won't be speaking of on camera, well, on recording. But let's talk about the update. So if we look right here, would you look at that, Brandon? What is this? Like I'm onto your games at this point. I've already made 3 videos covering you. 750 technique shards, which is nothing. 30 mythic shards, which is nothing. Dust pearls, 150, which is nothing. 500 of the currency. Now, let's talk about the currency. Um, this can be used to get Rudo from the anime. Um, yeah, this guy right here. And I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of mid. He like all these characters don't really do anything. Um, guess they barely have passives. For example, this guy right here, for example, he only has 3 passives. Basically, this character just revolves around dismantle damage, and then he does more damage with dismantle. That's it. I mean, this character's cool, I guess. You get some buffs, all right? You can steal somebody's ability, but he uses their cooldown, so it really just sucks as an overall ability. And let's just talk about the raid. So most of this update is just story and raids, and this grind was terrible. And I mean that. It took so long, even with them buffing the stuff, it still took so long. What is this, 15 runs? Since it's like 9,200, 15 runs. But then, would you look at that? You would have to do more because this is 3,500. Then you would need to do 35 more. Then what? Then what? Let's go to some of the rates. Let's go to some of the rates. For this character, it's a 3%, and you had to do 30 more runs. Then this character, you had to do 40 more runs. And why is Jabber a 2.5% chance? It makes no sense. Like it literally makes no sense. So let's count. So you had to do 1535, you know, 48. Wait, I'm so wrong. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been in school in a minute, bro. I cooked on math. 50, right? You had, that's already 50 runs. Then you had to do 30 more runs, which is 80. And then you had to do 40, which is 120 runs. What are we doing? What are we doing? I already have Jabber. I'm just getting his Evo item. But this update really was nothing. And not to mention, she's garbage. This character right here, garbage. I guess bleed damage, I guess. Look, it's only two passives. You see what Simone had? Like, yeah, he has more passives, bro. Like, now unit's only getting three passives. Like, mm, mm. Sorry, it is 3 a.m. as of this recording. And um I'm done. I'm honestly done. And you're probably thinking, "Ooh, are you gonna play the Valentine's Day event, and possibly the World 3 event?" If Roblox is dry, then I'ma play. I'll probably play the game, probably play the update regardless, and then give my opinions on it. But this update right here sucks. Well, the units really aren't that good. Besides, so far, in my opinion, the best unit from this patch, from the badge, is literally this guy. Other than that, this guy sucks. She sucks. I guess Jabber sucks. And like, this shit is depressing. I don't even want to play a new tower defense because I like this game so much. And I'm gonna say right here, Brandon, go fuck yourself. Literally. You just know how to make bad updates, don't you? You just buy games and you don't know what to do with it. Just like what he did with his Zerlach. Look. This is what he did for his Zerlach. Right. Right. Walk with me. Zoom in. This guy, for the past six updates for that game, has done quest lines. And quest, he's not even known for doing like sports anime content. He's known for tower defense games or whatever. He's not known for soccer anime. He he doesn't know that. Doesn't know anything about it. The only good update that I've seen from that man specifically is the Don Lorenzo rework. You wanna know the problem? We're gonna make you do quest lines. They're not gonna be the hardest quest. It's just very annoying to do. And also you have to do it in a public server. And not to mention, Azerlech has a bunch of tryhard, sweaty bums that don't shower. Those guys, like I can talk about more of those type of people. Um, certain JJS players, um, TSB tryhards, strongest battleground tryhards. They all fall into the category of no shower, no showering. And I'm just gonna go Go on here real quick. Oh yeah, this is let's have a look. Let's have a look. Wanted to let you know that next week's update is going to be a Valentine's Day. We took feedback based off of the Christmas event and tuned everything to what players want. We also do plan off on an anniversary update until World 3 drops. If the ending of World 2 was this shit, and most of these updates are actually trash, just like the anime, what is World 3 gonna be like? What is World 3 gonna bring to the table? What? More trash? Honestly, that's what I believe at this point. I believe you're just bringing slop. You wonder why nobody plays your game. If you give out slop all the time, nobody wants to play your game. And I mean that. You used to have all these YouTubers playing your game. Nagblock, Sebi, like all these different content creators playing your game. And now they're gone because they're tired of the bullshit that you create. Not to mention, you aren't really doing good as a developer. You're really a shitty one. Um, but I'm not gonna talk about Soccer Zero in this video. It has nothing to do with this. But um, what is World 3 gonna provide? What is it going to provide? Nothing. Nothing. Your player base was beaten a few hours ago by Anime Guardians. Not too long ago, was beaten. They had 6K players and y'all had less. How how sad to think that a game with 140K players went down to 3K in the span of a few months. And you're wondering why you're begging for money. You pathetic slob. Like, like, do you think I don't care. I don't care if you find a video and you have react to it. I'm saying it again, Brandon. Fuck you with two middle fingers up. Fuck you. Like I'm sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired. Now I'm gonna let, let's let's go to Roblox real quick. Don't mind the other tabs. 1 billion visits. 706,000 favorites. 2.6K active. Um, let's do our compare and contraction. 67.4 million visits, 57,000 favorites, and 2.6K. You just got 2.7K, and I'm not even believing those are real players. I actually believe you have way less than 2.6. I believe you might have possibly just 1K. Like I actually believe it. Like how do you ruin talent that was put into these games? How? How is that possible? And then the way that you're trying to use these bundles or just trying to skip the missions for a Zerlach. It's scummy. $40. It gets even worse. This is still here, which is also $20. And then you even brought three bundles, which is $30. This is about $15. And this is about $10 with the Roblox tags. And screw you, Brandon. Fuck you and honestly, I need to stop blaming the people who put their time and effort. I really need to start blaming you. You're the main developer of the game. So I should be blaming you the most, not the people who put their time and effort into your game. Like, I can't believe how much of a shitty owner you are. Like, literally a disgrace. How do you make such such craftsmanship? So many so many things that were designed to make a game perfectly well done or properly executed fail. How's that possible, Brenda? I'm gonna tell you what it is, really. You're just a scummy dickhead. And I don't like people who are just so money hungry. Oh, we can't make no funds. Oh no, we can't make no fun. Like, I'm expecting, a good update or something. And then they want to send out this bullshit. Brandon, if this character is getting nerfed, what is the point of you adding this to the AFK chamber? Huh. One, who is going in the AFK chamber? Nobody goes in the AFK chamber. Nobody. And two, who would ever go for an AFK chamber for one of the worst releases? This guy sucked. This guy was good. Was not gonna say good. He was okay. And then he got nerfed. Then he sucked. And then this meta, he sucks. He's not winnable. We're just making we're just making dumb after dumb decisions. And the way that you did this little nerfing thing, um, all you had to do was nerf the numbers down. You didn't have to remove the passives. Just nerf the numbers. You saw your player base dropped even more as soon as you did the nerf. A nerf was needed, but the nerf was not properly executed. You just removed passives. And not to mention, right, after the Halloween event, you guys failed, failed, failed to properly produce a good update. Let's see how many updates you have failed. This update right here was garbage. Story legend stage. Story legend stage. Reinhard was the only good unit from this batch, and it doesn't even come close. Subaru was one of the worst units I've ever seen. He was worse than everybody in the Halloween update. Oh yeah, also this Tokyo Ghoul update. Buns. This is not enough for content. This is not enough for one update, just for a regular game. I've explained this so many different times. You failed on one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. And if I wanted to include the ALS, the Christmas event, that would have been nine updates. So you failed nine times to produce a good quality update. Like, you're making. Do you want to know where your player base is now at this point? Let's go to Anime Tower Defense. Anime Paradox release. It takes some of your players. Anime Crusaders had an update. It took your players. Anime Vanguards even updated. And they're already better because they've always outbeaten y'all in numbers. Every time. Every time they beat you in numbers. Anime Paradox released. It took some of your players. Universal Tower Defense updated and took some of y'all players. Anime Guardians had back-to-back decent updates. Even though that it was the same thing, I was still able to obtain a unit fine. And then other than that, like we're so you mean to tell me we're on the same level as Sorcerer Tower Defense with the same amount of players as you are? Um, yeah. I'm telling you, we need to get Brandon fired. We need you gone. We need you gone, Brandon. I'm pretty sure if you gave this to another company, nobody would care about your disappearance. Nobody would care. That's how much of a scumbag you are. How much of a money hungry scumbag you are. I hate people. I don't like using the word hate. And I hate this guy. What is going on with these Roblox developers, bro? Like, I'm being so serious. What has happened to Roblox, bro? Like, even a Zerla, even a Zerlach, a game that you've taken, right, has had more numbers than this when you weren't around. Enemy List Stand had numbers when you weren't around. When you came around, you destroyed everything. You're sabotage. Waste of space. Uh, um, I have nothing else to say, but screw you, Brandon. If you ever see this video, I'm not taking nothing back. I'm tired because we know what you can actually do when you at least put in some form of effort. But no, you just standing like a maniacal little bitch boy that you are, and you tell all your little coders or whatever after using Chat GPT for the passives or whatnot. All right, this is the play that I want to do. I know that it's gonna be shit, but let's do it anyways. And let's add three more bundles. I know we added one bundle an update ago, but why not add three? Why not add three more? Oh, we had this new update. Oh, this Gachi Akuda, that anime with Jabber. You know, the guy that has the coolo has one of the coolest English dialogue that I've ever heard. Oh, let's actually make it garbage. Let's just actually do the usual story, raids, and then that's it. And then you don't have to do nothing else. Oh, and also let's make the raids terrible. Let's also make the raids terrible. Let's put Jabber at a 2.5. Yay! Let's all celebrate. We're ruining our game. Oh my god. Isn't that wonderful? And also, let's make this unit a 3% drop. And let's make the pity 30. And then we'll make Jabber's pity 40 with a 2.5% chance. Like, that shit sound dumb. Um, Last thing I'm saying is this. Can we get rid of can we get rid of brain rot, bro? This is affecting so many the new generation, and it shows look look how many kids play these games. In total, this is almost a mil, or pretty much almost close to it. We need to get rid of these games. Also, something that needs to die in, I guess, the big 2-6 is 6-7. That shit was never funny. It was never cool. It was like those. I wish I could take me back to that moment right there where this meme shined. No, get rid of 6-7, bro. If I actually hear somebody say 6-7 and they a grown ass man, you have to be broke. I just convinced you're a broke individual. And uh, yeah, also my recording earlier on Soccer Zero, and I'm gonna be completely honest. Give me a sec. Let me get some water. All right, there you go. This playtest was actually asked, and I wasn't gonna put in the title because I'm trying to hear it out, but like when you look at that video, you will see so many bugs. And me trying to, score in the game, but we don't talk. There was so many bugs. The gameplay felt lackluster, and then I just feel like, from the bottom of my heart, that Chrollo is gonna do the same thing he did, the same concept with his another project that's dying, which is Basketball Zero. Now, the concept is basically this. Huh, bless you. Bless me. Not bless you, bless me. But let's get back on topic. And the concept of this is just um you go into the anime, right? You get everybody from that anime. As soon as that's done, we just create custom movesets. Do you not see how that's just breaking the game? Why not just stay on topic, Chrollo? Like, Chrollo, I don't even know if my opinions on you have changed because I've seen your games, but let's talk about some of those games real quick. Blue Lock Rivals. We'll talk about that first. Blue Lock Rivals, I'm not gonna lie, when it first came out, I was around what I played the game around the time that around the time of when what I think around the time when Neo Isagi came around, or maybe even earlier than that. And the gameplay, I'm not gonna talk about the gameplay. The gameplay was kind of boring, but it for some reason it was fun to play when Corolla was there. And Corolla reworked styles. He tried to do balancing. He did all that stuff. But a sad day came when Corolla posted on his YouTube channel that he was giving the game to someone else after the big Kaiser update. Not to mention that Kaiser update had 1 million players. Straight up 1 million players playing that game at the same time, trying to enjoy the long awaited Kaiser style. Not to mention the wait for Kaiser on Blue Lock Rivals. Like the manga was already out. It was already covering Kaiser and all that. And Kaiser was never in the game. But after Kaiser, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The game went downhill. I'm not gonna lie. The game is months. Like even like voice acting, everything is now trash because it's owned by someone else who's just a scummy developer. The next game I'm gonna talk about is actually Mugen. Mugen playtest was very fun. I enjoyed the little combat system, you know, even though it was kind of like M1 spam of you just holding left click and then trying to parry. For some reason, that playtest was actually fun. That shit was lit for the playtest. I don't know what happened to the game, but the game was going on the fine point. They were getting Demon Slayer characters out. Then they started to do this thing where they're adding custom movesets. No, no, no. This is Basketball Zero. I think the game just died out. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. 292 players. See? At a certain point, he just gave his game, gave Mugen to someone else, and now the game flopped. You're giving your games to corrupted people who know how to make things worse just to get some money out of it. The next game, yeah, I probably know what I'm gonna talk about. Basketball Zero. Now, Basketball Zero has had its ups and downs, just like every single one of both of Chrollo's games and other games in general. But it all started, I think, after when Akashi, the the Emperor, the nigga with the red kind of spiky hair. I don't know how was I don't remember how his hair design is like. But after that nigga came out, then they started to go into this new route. this custom route. What if we added sell, and sell for basketball and he plays basketball? You want to know how that went on release? Sell on release for Basketball Zero was one of the worst things I've gone through when I played this game. Genuinely worst thing I've gone through. No, but Makashi was worse in my opinion. Then we just went on this random route of just. I'm gonna show you guys the game. I'm gonna show you guys the game. So so I'm not. I'm gonna turn the audio off. I do not care about the audio. But if we look at the game, we went to sell, then we went to these random styles. Look how much stuff was added. And then they also did some random reworks to some styles like Ace, Star, and oh yeah, they also added Toto for some reason. Toto was annoying. He wasn't like um Akashi though, on release. But whatever that means. But we went on this path of randomness. And I mean randomness. Basketball. Don't like after Emperor Gold, all hell broke loose. Cell, Uncle Sam, Uncle Sam, the basketball god. Basketball god makes sense. Okay, I'll keep that in there. The basketball arc. Okay, that's understandable. Keep it in. But there's no reason why we should add David Martinez and I forgot this character. There's no reason why why Spider-Man, Venom, Luffy, Miku should all be in the same game. I mean that. Why? We're just doing anything. These three styles. This is LeBron. This is Jordan. This is Luca. These should have been added instead of these random outliers. And I think this is why nobody plays this game. Like I mean that. But like this is why the game died. Really? Because we're just adding random styles for no reason. When it was all about Kuroko no Basket, which I think it was on a good path. Then we're just doing random shit. Like I remember when this game had players, man. All I do is remember. all the times we had. Remember playing ranked, and it literally became a nightmare. A nightmare to play. Then this game flopped. Then what does Corolla do? He decides to take a break. He's putting in all this effort, right? Then he goes on, he makes this new thing called Soccer Zero. He talks about on his YouTube channel how this is in development to be created. And he releases the game. And I feel like this is one of his worst games. And you even said right here for a public playtest update. So basically, the only thing I'm happy with in the game are the base animations, run and dribble. Like, if you were so worried about this game, take as much time as you need. I know people will beg your DMs and ask, when's the game coming? When is this coming? When will it come out? Why is it not out yet? Just take time to reduce mistakes. Like, you don't need to do a playtest. I don't care. Look how, like, look how many people want to play this. Okay, whatever. Like, I'm not following through. I'm making sure that everything is checked. Make sure everything is checked perfectly. And I'm gonna say it here. It feels like Goldbell, animation wise. Gameplay wise, I can kind of see it too. But Shido's broken and you have to balance. Play drop. Like Chrollo, I'm not saying you're a bad developer. I think you just have bad balancing skills. Because all these games at one point were in their peaks. Blue Lock Rock was being the highest peak, and then all the other ones being their own little trophies, little miniature trophies. But after a whole day, this game, I think I've seen at 10K, 10K. Look at it now. Let's look. 800K visits with 19,000 favorites. 19,000 is still a pretty big number. I'm not saying that's not. But when it's like 1,900 players that are active, and you also have YouTubers trying out your game and saying it reminds me of another game. Like me personally, if I were to ever release my game and it reminds them of another game but worse, I'm ending the whole playtest. It, it would be even worse if they DM'd it to you. I would have to lock in Not worry about what the people want so badly. Take as much time as you need it. Make sure everything's balanced properly. Then you just release the whole thing. When you do these miniature play tests, like only a few of them that I've seen kind of succeeded, kind of. I've seen Goldbound, Mugen, like I haven't seen any other good ones. You developers, you developers, there, what is going on in your minds to have such shitty gameplay or just doing it for the money? Chrollo, don't make me talk about you again. Please don't. Please don't make me come back on here and make a rant about you too. I mean, already the second half is on you and what's been going on. You Roblox developers, if you continue making sloppy games, you will not earn anything. If you continue to put slop and minimal effort, it won't do anything for you. It makes you look worse as a person. And I'm just sick and tired of just the feeling of just betrayal. Like when I heard that trailer, when I heard the stuff about Soccer Zero first, I was hyped because you know, Chrollo has a second shot at making a soccer game. And I wasn't really worried about the downsides at the moment. But now that I'm at this moment where I've actually played the game, where my homies have even saw the flaws, it was four of us. It was me and three other people commenting in in our little friend Discord server. We were in VC. I notified them niggas as soon as it dropped. They were willing to play. We played. And not to mention, a few minutes after the play test began, it shut down. What happened? How the game randomly shut down? How? How did my private server get shut down? How? Not to mention, I'm in a private server. I guess the whole game in general just shut down. Do better. This is the. Oh, I know this was supposed to be a Brandon rant his shit, for his shitty situation, but I also have to get on Chrollo's head too. Like, I tried to hold back. I tried to hold back in my video on Soccer Zero playtest, public playtest one. And I can't do it no more. I just have to be brutally honest. Even if it hurts, even if it breaks you down, even if it sends tears. Like, we have to do better. You have this community around you that sees the potential in you, or at least the potential in the game. because of because of your hard work that they've seen you put in. You're not properly executed. That's all I have to say. I'm not gonna do this rant anymore. I'm gonna end it right here. If you guys enjoyed the the content, just like and sub, help a small creator out, I might go back to Twitch. I might just do YouTube live. I don't know what I'm doing. There's a lot going on my mind at the time, most days. So most of the times I'm not really thinking about just if I want to keep continuing YouTube live or maybe redo the Twitch. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Only time will tell, really, what I'm gonna do. But if you sub, you'll be with us in the long run, gang. I respect y'all, love y'all, and God bless you all. God bless.